Okay, so this is a new thing to me, so it's probably going to be kind of crude, but whatever, this is pretty cool, and I wanted to give it a go. This that I'm going to be looking at is Emergent Drums. It's from Audiolab, and I remember trying it a while ago. I think it was a browser-based sample generator. It's all AI generated, and that way you can get some pretty cool sounds out of it. It's now developed into a VST, which is a lot more useful. So it being AI generated means the sounds you're getting out of it will be pretty unique. It doesn't always mean good, but the cool thing about it is you can adjust the sound that you get and even generate a new sound based on the one that you've previously generated. So say if you didn't like that kick, but it was close, you can move that slider to similar, click generate, and it'll make a new one similar to that. Some of the sounds were a little metallic, maybe. I mean, they very obviously sound generated, but some of them are actually pretty cool. I'm just going to go straight and play something that's, I think it was the first thing I came out with for it. Now you can see the way I've done it with this is I had loaded up Emergent Drums on here, found a sample that I wanted, I had a drum rack, and you can drag whichever sample you choose into the drum rack, which is pretty cool. You can also use the sampler or simpler. I think I just wanted this one because it was a fairly straightforward sound. It's just a little sound effect. And this one, I think I took some sound that it came up with random and just reversed it. So it can come up with some interesting sounds. Like a lot of the sounds that I tend to find preferable are the sort of glitchy sound effect type things. You can play with them, you can do quite a lot of stuff with it. Some of the kicks are pretty cool as well. For example, in this one, they changed it, they updated it so that they actually allowed it to do MIDI. So you can just, for this I just opened up the one of the pure kicks, just kicks. And some of these have actually got quite a bit of bite and they're quite bassy. Some of the stuff you might have to take the bottom end off, it can be a little bit rough, but again you can generate a new one. It's got compact view, large view. That's a little too large. You can also change the window size, you can export all the samples, and if you enable pad selection follows MIDI, then you can literally just all of these notes match to these, so you can just select which one's playing via the MIDI. Which is pretty cool. And then I loaded up a separate one from the drum rack. But yeah, some of these kicks have got quite a bit of weight to them. But yeah, there's a lot of noises like this that you can get that are really cool. I found the curated ones where you just literally select one of the pre-made ones. They do tend to be, you can tell they're more curated. But like for, right, so that's fairly close, so I'll generate a new one. Screw it, let's go random. And I'm doing the wrong one. That's very easy to do. That's the only thing that I've noticed. I don't always realise that I'm generating on a different kick. Right, so now we'll go on that one. We'll do similar still. Okay, we'll go random. Very different. So no, we don't want that one. Okay, so let's see if we can go. That's the one I had in before. So we'll stay fairly similar again. Just very slight tone differences. But then you can add a little bit of that. The attack, release. You can refine them quite well. But then in the drum rack, yeah, we've got... Basically, if you know you want to keep the sample as it is, then I personally would put it into a drum rack and just leave it, and then I can add any of the effects that I need to, sort of any EQ or anything like that, once I know that that's the pad that I'm going to be keeping. But yeah, you can do quite a lot with it, and you can actually select all. There's like just random. The random ones can literally be anything. This is probably my favourite, just because it's completely random. And I like a lot of the glitchier stuff, and I like a lot of the Foley. So anything that's sort of out of the ordinary. And some of these, you can tell what they're based on, like what the AI is drawing from. But yeah, a lot of them are just completely weird sounds, and you can generate an entire new section of all randoms, and that's pretty cool. Oh, I like that one. But yeah, there's a lot to play around with. You can load up the pre-made ones, you can save your own kit. This will go back to whatever you had before. And there's some interesting kits. You can move the samples to wherever you want them to be. So basically, if you have all of your kicks like on a certain way, you can set it up exactly how you want to. Some of the sounds can be a little extreme. That's odd. yeah, they sound pretty cool, and they're all AI generated, so you know you're looking at unique. You're not having to worry about sort of where you're getting the samples from, and you can change the pitch. You can change the note that's assigned, and then yeah, I want glitch noises there, so. Let's have noise. Tag it however you want, basically. So say that you actually find that that's more of a noisy type thing. That would be more of a sound effect, and you can change where the sound ends, where the sample ends. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You can get a lot out of it, and they're developing it constantly. The fact that you can assign it to MIDI is pretty cool. That makes it a lot easier if you're used to using drum rack. And I know that they're looking at using tagging at some point in the future, so you'll be able to create a sound and tag it, and they're constantly developing the AI, so that's just only going to get better. So yeah, it's pretty cool, and I think it's definitely worth a go. Right.